Okay, so today I'm going to be doing a box opening for a chainsaw, Husqvarna 450. It's going to be a Rancher. I had a Craftsman, but it broke internally. There's some problems. The tensioner wouldn't tension anymore, so the chain was always loose. I brought it back to Lowe's for the warranty, and they ended up just refunding me in full. So I ended up buying this one, and I actually ordered another one. So I want to have two chainsaws, a backup. So if one goes down, I don't have to mess around with it for an extended period of time like I did the last one. There was a few good days. Like right now, it's raining. You can look out here. It's raining. Today's not a good day to cut wood, but 2 days ago was the perfect day to cut wood. And well, I had to mess around with this chainsaw for a whole day and to find out it broke internally. Anyways, so that's not going to happen again. I'm going to have two of them. I was going to buy steel, but the price is way too high for what I wanted to pay. So I ended up buying basically two of these. This one and the next version up. So anyways, I'm going to do an unboxing and put it together and see how it goes. This is your cancer and Prop 65 warnings for California. They come on almost every engine or any kind of part that has gas. For whatever reason. Alright, so looks like here's where you tighten the chain, and here's where you loosen up the cover to get to the bar. Take this off. Got a staple in there. Oh, garbage. So the bar is a 20-inch bar. It's like it has 80 teeth. Yep, 80 links, and it's like a 3/8 gauge depth. Okay, so they have this little button to pop up so that you can help with turning it. So it looks like there's one right here. Yep. Alright, anyways, I'm going to get a funnel, which I have right here already. Alright, so again, I told you I don't like these caps, so I just generally do it like this. I need that. I've got a replacement cap, I just haven't put it on yet. And there it goes, overflowing, like always. It's always my bad, I always do that. So it's nice to have a rag around to wipe up. And I have Nice big thing of bar oil right here. So you're supposed to change this, a lot of people don't do it, but every time you put gas in it, you're supposed to check this. So one of these compartments full of bar oil is generally enough to last a whole gas tank. But a lot of people, including myself, don't normally do this because it's kind of a pain. I check it from time to time before. I'm not going to destroy a chain. And that's what you're going to do. You're just going to destroy a chain. Maybe the clutch eventually, but the chain is going to go first, which is, you know, $20, easily replaceable. Alright, so it's full. Rag out. Maybe too full. We'll see. And there you go. So there's your brake. There's this. Tighten up here. It's like you just, let's see. Yeah. So you gotta loosen this up first in order to tighten it up. Generally that's the case. Put that right there. Let's go ahead and start this up. Alright, so I'm gonna give it 6 pumps. 1, 2, 3. There's 6 and you can see it filling up. There's an extra one for good measure. Let's see if there's an on-off button. I don't see one. Automatically return to stop. Okay, so it's like choke up, pull, choke down. Choke off. Alright, so yeah, I guess you just have to let it warm up. Now, when it first starts off, the chain's going, which is kind of weird. To get it to stop, you just pull the trigger, and then it goes back to an idle state. If you don't let it warm up and you try to pull the trigger too fast, it stalls. So that's the way it works. I'm going to try to make sure this works real quick, too. So let's see. It does. So it's definitely a safety function. So if you kick back, it stops it from going and hurting you. I've actually had a couple of mishaps with chainsaws, so definitely be very careful. I'm going to take this outside and I'm going to cut some wood and see how it goes. I'm also going to bring the tool with me in case I need to do this right away. So. wet. That's why it's jamming up like that. It's getting clogged full of wet sawdust. I'd say this thing is awesome. I had a Craftsman 46cc. This is just a 50cc Husqvarna. Way better. I have a 60cc one coming as well. So right there, it's just gobbed full of this sawdust, wet sawdust. So whenever you're cutting in the rain, that's what's going to happen. It's warm too. So I'm going to go ahead and just blow this stuff out. Went ahead and cleaned this as well. So the problem I had on my Craftsman is that this little tensioner screw, there's a screw here. When you tighten it or loosen it, there's a gear in here, right here. So what that does is it goes left or right. You'll see whenever we go to put this on how we're gonna have to adjust it. So what happened was this bolt right here pushed itself through this plastic right there on the Craftsman, and it caused it to where the bolt would lock. So it was too far over to hit this gear, and this would just turn. Nothing would happen. So that was the deal. I put it all back together. I brought it to Lowe's, and they didn't even look at it. They're just like, "What's wrong? Oh, chain doesn't tighten? Okay, cool." And then they just gave me a refund. So that was kind of nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on, and these are really easy to put on. I mean, keep it clean like this, and you'll be fine. So kind of make sure that, so this is nice because it's all like hard versus the one on the Craftsman was it was all like flaps and stuff that kept getting bent. You have the one screw here, that's how it's going to go on. You're going to look down in here, and so right now it's sitting at an angle because this is too far back or too far forward. So I'm going to loosen this up and it should pop right into place. There it is, right into place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on, make sure it's all level and on there right. It is. You don't want to tighten this up if it's not seated fully correctly. Right. I'm going to get this snug. Then I'm going to back off on it. So the chain is going to be looser now, much looser. All right, so it's going to tighten up. And you can see that the chain already starting to tighten up. Now, what this is doing is pushing the bar forward, and it's causing the chain to be tight. And just want a little bit more for my taste, and that's good. Now I'm going to go ahead and give it a nice tighten right here. And there it is. Tight, on. Let's start it up real quick just to see. Good. So what was going on there is that it still had some of that sawdust in the sprocket or in the clutch. So also this doesn't come with a case, which is, you know, not a big deal, but to some people it is. I went ahead and bought the case while I was at Lowe's as well. I'm going to go ahead and open this up and see how it fits. I only got one case when I'm going to have two chainsaws, but I don't think I'll ever really need two cases. Oh man. The whole thing. This is just like putting it together, unfolding it. Yeah, I'm not doing this right now. I'll get around to this later on.